Hello, everybody. Welcome to my new trade recap of last week. So the first trade I took was AUDCHF. So if I look on the weekly chart, you can see we had here a nice inversion and shoulders. So if I look to the line chart, this was our shoulder one, had and possible shoulder two here, which we had already here. We had a break of that institutional candle lower high, and then we had the shoulder one zone that got tapped. If I drew it like this was our inversion and shoulders. So we had here the break, retest, and then we went to the upside. We had here then the weekly bullish candle close that week, so I could look for a long. So I could look then to the daily chart for a pattern. What could I see as a pattern? We had here a nice break of this lower higher because we were making here smaller lower lows and lower highs. Our main driver was still bullish because this was our low, this is our high, higher low, higher high. So I was looking for that shoulder one here, zone of interest, and we had the inversion and shoulder one had shoulder two, we tapped it. So a very nice daily zone aligning here with some resistance, support, support. So very nice to see. So I went till a 4-hour chart, and what we saw on the 4-hour chart was okay. We drew our Fibonacci, we tapped our daily zone of interest, and what we had then, we had here the first candle, second candle, then here the third candle, because from then I can count. So then I can count this diesel box, the first, second, third. Then we need to have one bullish candle close to have an indicational candle for possible more upside momentum. And then we had here the fourth. I set my limit after the third candle close, and then we went till the upside. So I took my first partials at this institutional candle because we had here also some zone that got respected as sellers here. So this could be a nice supply momentum to hold. And after that, we holded that zone. We just didn't tap the daily highs because then I would take some other partials out. Or if we, like this, some other partials out because we were at the daily highs. And then, we reversed back to break even. So it was a 0.5% trade net of profit. So I took 1/3 out here like this. So then the second trade was Euro AUD. So if I go to the weekly chart, you can see on the weekly that we were making here a smaller bearish W. We were still bullish. We were making here still that bigger bullish M here for possible more upside momentum. This could be still relief, corrective nature, counter to the trend for possible more upside momentum. So we can decelerate for a long time in this zone. So as a descending channel, so this was just deceleration, but I saw the bearish W on the weekly, so this smaller bearish W here, as you can see clear on the line chart. We had here a weekly bearish candle close, which is an indication that we can go to the downside. So I went to the daily chart. What could I see on the daily chart here? I saw that bearish W. So if we have here that first leg, no, it's like this. So you have here that first leg, second leg, third leg, then the fourth leg. Then I want to take the short here when we touch that daily highs because we also had daily lows. So we had here the same lows. So we expect the same highs also. So that's why I drew this daily zone of interest at the highs. So Fibonacci was drew from the high to the low, daily take profit round number to the upside. And I went then to the 4-hour chart. And on the 4-hour chart, what could we see? We had here our Euro AUD trade. So I was looking for the head and shoulders here on Euro AUD. This was this head and shoulders here. So we had here a break of this higher low here. So we broke this higher low because as you can see on the line chart, we had here the low, high, higher low, higher high. We broke it. So we are bearish. Not yet confirmed bearish because we need to have a fib completion of that head and shoulders. So we broke it so we can look for a reversal pattern on that shoulder one here zone. So you were looking for the trade there. And I set my limit after the break. And what we had we went till our stop loss. We couldn't go on break even on this trade. So yeah, I followed my rules, so nothing to do about it on that trade. So this was Euro AUD. Then the last one was Euro GBP. This is still running for me. I took already 1/3 out. This was on a Thursday on 11 p.m. So if I go to the weekly chart, you can see on the weekly we are in a major bullish driver. So we had here our low and this is our high. So everything between that is just a correction for possible more upside momentum. So we are still bullish, but we have here that kind of descending channel corrective nature counter to the trend for possible a breakout to the upside. So yeah, you can also see that we made there also a smaller pattern. So if I go to the line chart, you can see we had a break of this smaller lower higher, and then the low we broke it here. We broke the lower high, so we can receive the reversal pattern. So I was looking for that shoulder one here, then the head, shoulder two, and what we did, we touched this head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulders. That's the zone of interest. So if I drew here my blue zone like this can be our shoulder one zone. And if I go now to the daily, because the weekly give me a sign that the bulls are still present with that weekly bullish candle close, so I can look on the daily chart for a pattern. And as you can see on the daily chart, we received here that nice bullish M institutional candle here sitting. So I drew my daily zone of interest at the lows because this daily institutional candle is bigger than the FIB levels. So I removed it to the downside. And yeah, this was also our same weekly inverted and shoulder zone. So I will delete that. And yeah, we touched our daily zone of interest and then we had a pattern. So if I go now to the 4-hour, then you can see that we had here some nice deceleration. So we touched our daily zone of interest, and from then I can choose my possible deceleration box. So we had here the first candle, second candle, third candle, bullish candle. Then I can set my limit after a close. And we touched our limit, our decel box until the upside. And then I saw here a nice selling zone for a possible shoulder one that had shoulder two. And we went from that point, we went a little bit to the downside for our bearish candle close. So we can go more to the downside also. So to take my trade on break even, that is also possible because we made that weekly bearish candle close here. So yeah, this is more dangerous that we can go to the downside because yeah, we made a weekly bearish candle close. So this can indicate that we can that we will not break out of that descending channel, that we can go more to the downside like this. So yeah, that's what can happen too. Yeah, this it was a great trade. I took 1/3 out at this zone, so very nice trade management. This was for around 0.7% netto profit. So yeah, my end of the week was 0.1% in profit. I missed some trades also. I was also working with the night shift, so I missed also some trades at that time. So yeah, uh, yeah, that's okay, but yeah, good. Okay, so this was my training recap of the week. So I hope you have a nice weekend, and I hope you have a nice training week next week. So have a nice week. Bye.